Hey! So, it's been 1 year since I posted my first video on my YouTube channel. So I had to record something today and make a little thing to celebrate that, and I also have some things I want to talk about, and it's been a while since I've talked about something. I think, at least. I don't know, it feels like it. Well, anyways, so the first video I posted on here was me sitting in my Jeep eating lunch on a day I was live streaming basketball for the school, and I was ranting about a bunch of random things and just talking about stuff. And that was 1 year ago today, December 3rd. So I watched that this morning just to see what I was up to and what the video really was like. But seeing it a year later, I thought it was funny. I liked it. For the record, I pretty much still stand by what I said in that video. I'm still a concrete hater, gotta say. But what I thought it was funny in that video. I talked about how I was trying to get back into the creative things that I liked and that I was writing, and I really liked that because I've been writing a lot recently too, as I've been talking about that. And it was funny to see that because I didn't remember that that's something I had started doing. That's the dog I'm dog sitting for. Yeah, I just thought it was funny because that's not something I remembered doing back then, but apparently I was. I said it in the last video, I've always been a writer, and it's true. I always fall back on it. Anyways, basically it's just cool to see how far I've come since then. I mean, I've been posting semi-regularly since then, and I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy making videos, so it's been fun to have a place where I can make them and then share them with people. And also, I know 53 subscribers isn't really that much in like a big scale, but that's way more than I would have expected when I started doing this, so that's pretty cool too. Last year when I started making these, I was posting them every day for a while. I don't do that now, but that was really what was keeping me going at that time. And so I'm really just glad that I found this outlet and was able to do that and just found a way, something that kept me going. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about the 1 year stuff. It's been so much fun to post videos on here and just make random stuff. Then what I want to talk about today is the gray days of winter. The past few days, every time I look out the window, it's gotten blue this morning. But all of yesterday and this morning, it's been completely gray outside, which, you know, it's a winter thing. That's just the way it is. So that's why I want to talk about the gray days of winter, as I'm calling it, because, well, we're in them, and I feel like I've improved the way I go through winter and the way I enjoy winter from last year to now. So I wanted to talk about the changes that I've made since last year, because I know a lot of people struggle with winter. So if it can help anybody, that's all I really want, and just share them. So I made a little list. I'm gonna go through the list. Number 1, I wrote down on my list: don't keep your lights off and your windows closed just because it's dark outside. I don't know if everybody does this, but last year I would have my lights off all the time because it was dark outside, and I don't know why I should have my lights on because it's dark outside. And I would close my windows and just all these things, but the light is really important, of course, when it's dark. Yeah, so turn your lights on. I have a bunch of cozy lights in my room on campus now, so I really enjoy turning on. I have a little salt lamp and my string lights. Some string lights, it's so cozy. And then you can have some light. Important. Number 2, I said write or draw or film or do whatever creative thing you enjoy to do every day. Every day might be a stretch for people. I don't know, people don't like to do things every day, or it doesn't have to be a strict rule. I do it as an everyday thing just because that's the way I like to do it and it keeps me on a roll. So I would recommend doing it every day, but it's just important to do those things in the winter, even if you might not really have motivation. I didn't last year, but those creative things can really help you keep going. That's what it did for me. That's what it's doing for me now. So I recommend doing that. Be creative. You don't have to be making great things. You just have to make something. Number 3, put some effort into your outfits. I've been doing this for a couple months now. After like most of my life, or like the past few years, I really haven't tried that hard on my outfits most of the time. But the past few months, I've been doing it pretty consistently. Even if it's just like a simple outfit, just like put on a pair of shoes that you think is cool. And then, I don't know, it helps. Even like, I would consider this trying. It's a sweatshirt with rolled up sleeves and my favorite turtleneck under it. And I'm wearing sweatpants. So it doesn't have to be like a fancy outfit. It just has to have some thought into it. And that's all it takes. I wear cozy outfits every day still. I have 3 pairs of jeans that I consistently wear. Like I wear them all the time and they go with everything. So just put a little effort in, put a little thought in. Makes a big difference. Find a book you love. I am gonna talk about my book. Okay, so number 4 is find a book you love. And this was my book that I love. And I finished it yesterday, which was pretty sad, but it's such a great book. I just wanted it to go on. It's Tisha by Robert Specht. It's a great book. It's about a teacher in the Alaskan wilderness. It's partly a love story, but it's mostly about her at the school, getting adapted to the lifestyle there, going through the winter. Great book. This was recommended to me by my grandpa when we were in Alaska this summer. And yeah, I've taken it with me everywhere since then. That's why it's kind of beat up. But I just finished it yesterday. I read most of this past week. I read all of that yesterday and I love it. So now I have to find a new book because apparently this one had to end. But I would definitely recommend finding a book that you love. I think it's such a fun little winter activity. You can do it anywhere. I brought that book everywhere with me. It's a fun winter thing. You can read anytime, but it's a fun winter thing when you can't go outside or when you don't want to go outside. Okay, number 5. Call someone you love as often as possible. I have been, oh, a little deer, calling my family randomly. Oh, 2 deer, run. Anyways, I've been calling like my sister, my dad, and my mom pretty oh my god, I still can't say it. Pretty regularly. It doesn't ever have to be long conversations. It's just nice to really talk to them sometimes. And I think that's important, especially if you're like someone who's in college and you don't see them. It's nice, just call them, just do it. If you're not in college, just call one of your friends, call somebody. I used to hate phone calls, but when you're calling somebody that you like to talk to, it's just like talking to them. Number 6, get out of the house, get out of your room. You have to do it. That is like one of the most important things, I think. Because I used to, last year, I would just like hide in my room all the time and just leave for classes, just leave for my tennis lifting. And then other than that, I was just in my room because I didn't want to go out and I didn't want to go see anybody, which is something that perpetuates the issue. And I know in the winter time, it can be really easy. Like you don't want to go talk to somebody. You don't want to go do anything. So it's kind of like, this is the last thing you want to do, but when you do it, it'll help you a lot. So it's really difficult, but if you can get out and do things, just leave your room once a day for something other than something you have to do. It makes a difference. Number 7, do cozy winter activities. You have to embrace it. You have to embrace the season, embrace the fact that it's cold outside, embrace the fact that there's fun winter activities to do. Make some popcorn, make yourself some hot chocolate, watch a movie. That's a fun winter activity. There's no snow outside right now, but when there's snow outside, go outside and throw a snowball at somebody. I don't know. Go build a snowman with somebody. Go sledding. There's so many fun winter activities that you can do inside or outside. And it's just cozy. If you embrace the season, it can be cozy. Yeah, so do the cozy things. I don't know, what else are you supposed to do? Number 8. I said, when you're going outside, dress for the weather, stay warm. I only put this on here because I didn't do this a lot last year. I was never going super far, so I would just have my sweatpants, put on a hoodie, and just go fast. But I have a coat. And I got this coat this year from the thrift store that fits me perfectly. And now I wear my coat. And it's so much more enjoyable to be outside when you're warm. So, if you dress for the weather, you can be outside easier and you'll enjoy being outside. You'll enjoy the season. There's no need to make yourself suffer when you don't need to suffer. Just put it on your coat. Number 9. Allow yourself to feel angry or sad or upset and really feel it. And you have to let your emotions affect you sometimes. You're not immune to your feelings. This is me talking to myself. Yeah, you're not immune to your feelings. You have to let yourself feel them. Something happens, you're allowed to be angry about it. You're allowed to let that make you feel angry for real. Like, actually feel it. I apparently didn't know how to do that, but now I'm letting myself feel actually mad. And you can be mad at people. You're allowed to be mad at people just as they're allowed to be mad at you. Just saying. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, number 10. This is the last one on my list. When you have the opportunity, oh my god! When you have the opportunity to try something new, take it. Do something new, shake up your routine a little bit. A lot of people spend winter building routine, which is also really important. But if you have the opportunity to try something new, you should do it. That's why I'm in this house right now, because I am dog sitting. That's the first time I've done that since I've been in college. And so this is new, it's really fun. I get to stay at this super nice house for a week with a dog, trying something new, because they do some really great places. That's all I really have. Those are my tips for surviving the gray days of winter. Yeah, I try to make them practical, real things you can do, because I think tips are helpful. So I hope it was helpful anyways. I only say things that have worked for me or that are real to me. I'm not just pulling things out of thin air. These are real things that I've done since last year, or just I've done this year that have actually helped me. So that's where these are coming from. It's just advice for me. That's all it is. So take it for what it is. And if it helps, that's awesome. You don't have to listen to me, of course. But anyways, that's all I have to talk about. And anyone who's watched for the whole year, that's pretty awesome. You're probably just my family or maybe some of my friends. Thanks for watching. And that's all. So, bye.